Sam, firstly, looking back to Tuesday afternoon, now you've had time to reflect on it, what did you make of it?
It's been good. I mean, we got the lads in on Wednesday and we had a session today in preparation for tomorrow. The lads, we had a sort of open discussion about what we think we can improve. We always have objectives and aims before each game. We went through them, whether we thought we attained them or not, and we know that there's some areas that we were efficient in, but there were some areas we can definitely improve on, and given the short turnaround, it allows us to attack those immediately, and the lads are looking forward to the opportunity to do that tomorrow.
You've talked previously about creating better opportunities and being more clinical in the final third. Do you think that's something that you need to continue to work on going forward?
Yes, that's one of our discussions, is that we've been getting into some very good areas, and our statistics suggest that we've been getting into the final third and entering the box rather proficiently. It's just about the final product at the end of that, and if we can manage to get that, then all our work up to there has been good, and it just needs us to hopefully hit the back of the net a couple of times, and that will sort of allow the confidence to start flowing in that regard.
A quick turnaround to the game, playing Tuesday and then Friday. Is that good for you as a coach to not have any time to sort of dwell on that result?
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, everybody was, I think, sort of frustrated and a bit annoyed about the result, but there were some processes that we went through that were very positive. As we talked about before, there's areas of improvement, but there are also things we did well in the game, and it's stressing those and making sure that we can to improve in the other areas, and that turnaround allows us to sort of not sort of dwell on it, and hopefully we can hit the ground running when 12 o'clock comes tomorrow.
So moving on to Friday, Mansfield sort of played them back to back. How difficult is that as a coach when you've got the same opposition twice?
I mean, yeah, it's an interesting sort of conundrum in some ways. You can sort of maybe get to know them quite well, but then it could be that you think you've worked them out and then they change their shape, and it could be the same for us. We might change our shape in the second game. But I think it's just about focusing on us and what we do, and we obviously respect and look at the opposition to an extent, but most of the things that we do are things that we try and control ourselves, and how we play and how we can attack the game, and how we can prepare for the game, because that's out of our control, what Mansfield do. But it does maybe give an edge a little bit to the second game, perhaps, especially if something's happened in the previous game, or one of the teams has got a positive result, then it adds a little bit of a spice to it. But it can happen at any level of football, and it's something that the lads will, I'm sure, relish.
Mansfield were one of the best sides in the division last year. How much are you looking forward to going up against them? Yeah,
it'll be good. They were a good side last year. They have quite an experienced 18s group. We usually play sort of younger players and push them forward, so promising 16s and 17-year-olds usually get the opportunity to play. Mansfield maybe do it slightly differently, and they usually fulfil their criteria of under 19 players, so it can be a test in terms of sort of physicality, and sometimes we're maybe mismatched slightly in terms of age, but it's a good test for us, and probably one of the best tests we're going to get. So it'll be a good gauge and yardstick for us tomorrow.
And then finally, Zac Caro made the first team bench on Tuesday against Harrogate. How nice is that to see?
Yeah, it's great. He's a really good lad, he's an intelligent boy, and he works really hard, and he's getting the opportunity to train with the first team on a regular basis now, and has done for a sustained period of time. And that's only going to help him develop, being around that professional environment and around the first team players and experienced players. And we're hoping that when he comes back to us, that he gives us that extra bit of experience that he's been gaining, and that sort of extra tempo and the sharpness that he can bring. So hopefully it's mutually beneficial that the first team get a promising young player from us, and we get the benefit of him being around that environment full time.